According to the United States Constitution, the President-elect must take the following oath before assuming office. I do solemnly swear or affirm that I will faithfully execute the office of President of the United States and will to the best of my ability preserve, protect, and defend the Constitution of the United States. The reciting of this oath is the pinnacle of a presidential inauguration ceremony, and over time, more celebratory traditions, such as public inaugural addresses, inaugural parades, and inaugural balls, have been added to the day's festivities. George Washington took the first oath of office at Federal Hall in New York City, then the nation's capital, on April 30th, 1789. From Washington's second inaugural in 1793 until 1933, the presidency officially changed hands on March 4th, with few exceptions. The 20th Amendment was enacted in 1933 and established that the president's term in office officially ends at noon on January 20th. From 1937 onward, the newly elected president has taken the oath of office on January 20th, exactly at noon. The second president, John Adams, was inaugurated at Congress Hall in Philadelphia, then the nation's capital, in 1797. In 1801, Thomas Jefferson became the first president to be inaugurated in Washington, D.C., inside the new Capitol building. Nearly all subsequent inaugural ceremonies have taken place in or around the Capitol. Most inaugural ceremonies took place on the east portico of the U.S. Capitol until 1981, when ceremonies were moved to the west front of the Capitol for incoming President Ronald Reagan. This new location, facing the National Mall, provided much more room for spectators and provided for easier construction of the inaugural platform. The inaugural address is another important Inauguration Day tradition. This speech to the American people communicates the hopes and goals of the incoming president, sometimes with words that transcend time.
Ask not what your country can do for you. Ask what you can do for your country.
Some presidential inaugurations have taken place at very difficult times in the nation's history. Abraham Lincoln's first inauguration in 1861 came on the eve of the American Civil War, and his 1865 inauguration came near the end of the war. In both of these ceremonies, Lincoln urged healing and unity and addressed a fractured nation as one. After the ceremonies and lunch at the U.S. Capitol, the newly inaugurated president and vice president travel westward on Pennsylvania Avenue to the White House. This tradition emerged from the second inauguration of Thomas Jefferson in 1805. Jefferson traveled from the Capitol to the White House on horseback as onlookers joined the procession on the road in an impromptu form of what would become the first of many inaugural parades. In 1977, President Jimmy Carter added a new element to the parade when he walked the length of Pennsylvania Avenue from the Capitol to the White House. Subsequent presidents have carried on this practice, walking at least a portion of the parade route. When the new president and first family arrive at the White House, the home and family quarters look exactly as they want it. With months of preparation and only several hectic hours between the oath and arrival, the resident staff have moved one first family out and the next one in. This tradition has also become part of Inauguration Day and supports the idea that inaugurations symbolize a peaceful transfer of power from one presidential administration to the next. On January 20th, 2021, the United States will hold its 59th presidential inauguration. The White House Historical Association is pleased to offer exclusive products that are the perfect gifts for this celebrated American event, including a limited edition 2021 presidential inauguration ornament. Find this and more gifts at shop.whitehousehistory.org.